are finally here, class of 2015. Yes. Some of us joined the ANU right from high school to begin the journey of higher education. Some maybe attended another campus before realizing that ANU may just be the place for them. And some joined to advance their careers, and it has all paid off. We may not all experience the fruits at the same time, no. But I am confident that the opportunity to study at African Nazarene University has impacted all of our lives in one way or the other. Today, we celebrate ourselves, class of 2015, our parents and sponsors, our friends, our lecturers, our institution, African Nazarene University, and every single person who made this their possibility for us. As we think about innovation and transformation, we also celebrate Kenya, as it is an amazing space to be in today where emphasis on innovation and transformation is at its peak. Now, today, as we continue to think about innovation and transformation, I'm reminded of a few lessons, and I would like to share a brief story of a talk I had with a lady a few weeks ago. And for the sake of this story, let us call her Lisa. Now, Lisa was going through a recruitment process, as many of us are or have. This company, unlike what is usual, did not require her resume firsthand. Instead, she was subjected to a series of tests, not one, not two or three, but 5. So as she began with the usual psychometric analysis tests, she was very excited, she was anticipating, and she was full of zeal. Then obviously things got harder as she moved from one stage to the next. So all through the test, she succeeded, and now she got to the next to final stage. From a lot of hundreds, she was shortlisted to the next to final stage, which was a case analysis and presentation before a panel, and this will take place at the company's office in Westlands on a Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. So as all of us would, she woke up early, in fact, very early. And by 6:30 a.m., she was on her way. Good thing is that she had decided to leverage on the opportunity to ride with someone in a private car, and she did not have to take the unpredictable Nairobi matatu. As Nairobi would have it, there was a buildup of traffic. And it's now 8:15 a.m., and she and her quote-unquote driver are stuck somewhere in the leafy suburbs of Westlands. She wasn't sure where, and they are just not moving. At this point, if you are in that situation, you have to think, and not only think, but get creative. Here she is, beautiful Lisa in a nice pair of official pants, a copy of the Daily Nation in her hands, and her calm self, or at least she was trying to stay calm. You know how you're stuck in a traffic jam and there are all these bodas and fancy bikes swinging right past you? That was her eureka moment at that point. She hopped out of the car and stopped one of the bodas. Up she climbed, but just before she sat, well, she had a loud tear. Yes, her nice pair of official pants had torn. What do you do at this point? It's already heading to 9 a.m. You are supposed to be in the office, and you're on top of a boda, your nice pair of official pants have torn. So they say that everything happens for a reason. As much as it did not add up then, in retrospect, she thanked God for the newspaper in her hands and the traffic jam that was still there. Long story short, she found her way back to the car, and the search for a tailor now began. Honesty is the best policy, and her apology email to her potential employer read something like, "I will be late, and I apologize for this, but my pants tore and I have to find an alternative." She was blunt, but apologetic. Eventually, she found a tailor, and she was able to go to the office, do the case analysis, and just before she made the presentation, she decided to take a stroll. All this time, she's trying to remain calm. It all paid off when she was able to complete the test. And as she's taking the stroll, she notices that there is a tiny but visible space that the tailor did not take care of. Now, that is the point that she got confused. And being a lady, she cried and cried some more. I have no idea what a man will do, but she cried and then decided to say a prayer. And in the prayer, she asked that the panel members sit in the opposite direction so that they don't see the small hole, which they did. And then she nailed the presentation. Did she get the job? Yes, she did. Now, that has been a very long story, and all through that one day, her patience had been tested, her resilience put through the fire, and her tolerance tested even some more. From that story, we can borrow just a few lessons. The first is resilience, patience, and tolerance. For innovations to be transformative, these are the key pointers that we must embrace, practice, and build. Second, tolerance, patience, and resilience are built through emotional intelligence. Our society today has placed so much emphasis on book intelligence and not emotional intelligence. This is a challenge to all the parents here today. Invest in the emotional banks of your children. Parents are the first mentors that a child encounters even before the teachers. Just recently, a group of teenagers were arrested in Eldoret, having been caught doing all kinds of things. And even more recently, another group of very young kids, as young as 9 years old, were arrested in downtown Nairobi. Is there an area in which the parents are failing? What key lessons can we learn? How can we tame these teen wars? And how can we ensure that we are building a responsible society? Certainly, we must all agree that emotional intelligence will have to be built through character. This is one of the values that African Nazarene University has strongly emphasized on. Daniel Goleman says, if your emotional abilities aren't in hand, if you do not have self-awareness, if you are not able to handle distressing emotions, if you cannot have empathy and have effective relationships, then no matter how smart you are not going very far. In addition to a high IQ and very importantly a high EQ, we have to have interest in what is going on around us. We need to build interest for awareness and knowledge. A high IQ, EQ will neither answer the questions on the current situation in Syria, nor help us provide some useful pointers on the teenage crisis that I just mentioned. A read of the local dailies or watching the primetime news will. There's an African proverb that reminds us of the power of leveraging on other people's strengths. That if you want to walk fast, walk alone. But if you want to get far, walk with others. We are from different disciplines, and while as the business student may fully understand the time value of money, the psychology student may be all about organizational psychology and improving oneself. We need to leverage on other people's strengths because as human beings, we have weaknesses. But the good thing is that where I lack, my brother or my sister is gifted in. Lastly, a story is told of 10 young men. They all suffered from a deadly disease and no one wanted to come close to them or associate with them. The stigma was real. And additionally, this disease was contagious. Then one good day, they got healed. 10 got healed, but only one remembered to say thank you. Only one went back to say thank you for that life-changing moment, for that opportunity. Today, I am confident that we, the graduating class of 2015, have not only taken advantage of the opportunity that African Nazarene University has provided to us to transform our society, but we are indeed thankful for it. ANU has served as a platform that has not only enabled us to build skills and competence, but also emotional intelligence. Talk about the student who came here with very little confidence, then had to participate in class presentations and got an opportunity to join the basketball team, score for the team, and win for ANU. Then attend future post services and listen to some life-changing stories and experiences. ANU has built the student all round in character, competence, and community. To my fellow graduates, let us be worthy alumni of ANU from today hence. Let us not only learn to take advantage of the platforms that we have been provided with, but to also appreciate them and give back to ensure that we own the brand of African Nazarene University and build it. We must not forget our alma mater, and we must be ambassadors of best practice and servant leadership. Many thanks to those around us. A big congratulations to us, class of 2015, but all the glory and honor belong to God. Thank you very much.